Hello, everyone. So my name is Knostenbergs, and I'm co-founder at Master Packager.
Yeah, my name is Edijs Perkums. I'm as well a co-founder at Master Packager.
So how did Master Packager started? We started doing application packaging in 2012, and we worked for a company that did packaging for many other organizations. And we basically got to package the most complex application packages out there. Usually, organizations themselves package the easiest ones, then send us the complex ones. And so over the years, we use different tools, basically all the available in the market. But then these tools got so expensive that it really didn't make a large business sense for us to be able to get it. So we ended up with 9 tools, like 9, and one of these tools were Excel, because the MSIs we got to package were so large that even Orca hung up, and we needed to export the tables and do it all the modifications in Excel file, and then import back to the MSI file. So this is what we did for a couple of years, and we thought that there should be a better way how to do application packaging because it's not ending anytime soon. So we noted down all the issues we had with existing tools, and one of the issues is not open Excel to package something. So we wanted to get rid of that and anything else. And then we started to work with and create our own packaging solution. And what all this situation was good for was that we were exposed to actually understanding all the bits behind how MSI works, how developers work, what are the decisions they are making, because we didn't have like one magical tool that actually does it all for us. It took years for us to learn this, and we thought that there's really no need for anyone else to learn through the trial and error we did. So we created Master Packager. And another thing is, we will in this session we will show what is Master Packager, how it works, and show you a demo of real application that you can package and go through all our tooling. But another thing is, what we have found is a big problem is a lot of organizations trying now using third-party patching catalogs, right? So they don't want to package this one simple application over and over again. So there are available these companies that you can see here. They are amazing, and they offer a list of pre-packaged applications that automatically updates these common applications. However, the problem is that not all applications are there and probably will never be there, and there are millions of applications out there. So now imagine you have a third-party application catalog app you're looking for is not there, or if you don't have an application packaging catalog option, then you still have the same problem. You need to package this application. And what are the reasons why applications will probably never be in these catalogs? So there are no silent installation option available, right? So yeah, there are applications that doesn't really work well under system account. You need to customize the installation, and the options in the available catalog are limited, so you need still take it and customize it. Per user installers, really common, and there are ways how to take the installer and make it per machine. So that is one of the reasons it's not in the catalog. And another thing is that you need to upgrade all the previous versions. Again, you need to do some customization. So this is one of the examples from Patch My PC. They have ideas page where you can submit your idea, what kind of application you want to package, and want to have them packaged and available in this third-party application catalog. And here's a specific an example of Eclipse with 44 votes, and there is a label saying that it will not be implemented. But you really need that application. So the solution can be Master Packager, and we have all the tools needed to package any application out there. So we have built over the years this ecosystem. And just quickly going through all the options we have, and then Edis will show how actually to use these tools in a live demo. So the Master Packager is a suite with 4 applications. So the first one is where it's all started, Master Packager. And most of the functionality is free there, and it's designed to actually be a so much better version of Orca. You can see all the information in the tables. You have a user interface way where anyone just coming into application packaging space, just if they know what they want to do, they have the interface and the tool to do it. Like you want to have a file, go to files, drag and drop files, that's it. You don't need anything to know more. However, if you want to know more, you can go into the table view and see everything we did it. And you can learn basically ins and outs of MSI as we did. Another struggle I hear again today, and basically every year we come here and to other conferences, is companies that you need to repackage something because there are no silent installation options. And how a lot of organizations trying to solve this problem, they just reject it and say, business, choose another application because we don't know how to repackage it and make it install. So the repackager is designed as well in mind that most of the people knowing what they need to do will be able to handle it and get the MSI working. Master Wrapper. This is designed for editing and creating wrappers for PSADT, PowerShell Deploy Toolkit, and basically tackle all the issues we see you would have taking just a raw toolkit and do it with other script editing tool. I'm personally not really good at scripting. These are. But I like doing application packaging, and I'm really competitive, and I want to be better than him. So I need tools to do it. So what I can see is that if we have a bit multiple installers, some larger customization, I will be so much faster than he without Master Wrapper than me with Master Wrapper going through the user interface without actually reading the documentation how the PSADT works. Again, with the option that where at the end you can see everything we did and learn ins and outs of that solution. And then the last tool is Master Packager Toolbox, and it's an application where we are slowly building out different tools to help you package faster. And we will go through the demo here, but the main tools are installed apps, so you can see everything that installer actually installed, what kind of installers vendor installed. So it could be one exe that actually installed multiple MSIs, some dependencies, MSIX. So you can all see that, and you need to see that so you can create a valid package. And another thing is when you have a ready package, you would open this tool to push it to Intune. And this is the workflow we see works really, really well because we have designed this in conditions where we get paid more per delivered package, but if we made a mistake, we didn't get paid. So we needed the package really fast, but without issues. If we have an issue in the package, we not got paid, our company not got paid, and there's issues in the company we delivered the package. So, and then when you go through this flow, understanding with the toolbox what is actually installed, then realizing what kind of installer you are dealing with, and then using either repackaging if you have an exe without silent installation command lines, or creating an MST file with master packager when you have an MSI, or if you have vendor deployment solution like AutoCAD and you have already silent switches, you going straight to the master wrapper. And everything goes through the wrapper, even if you have a single MSI. And I see folks saying, hey, but that's an extra work. And that's longer. I just will take that MSI and push it to my deployment system and it will work. But again, it's designed so in the long term, it's easier to troubleshoot because PowerShell Deploy Toolkit standardize all your packages. It's easier to onboard new team members and have one solutions to use. Yeah, so, and the last step is getting that package somewhere to deploy it, so to your deployment system. And currently we have easy upload to Intune and to one to new place that we will show you at the end of the demo. So.
Okay. Let me quickly switch to the VM. Okay.
So right now, we will show you exactly what we would do when we need that Eclipse application deployed to all our machines. And we don't have any third-party catalog available. There's basically no information out there how to package it. And we need as well to configure it, right? We want to disable updates and do some extra modifications if we need to.
So yeah, as Tom's mentioned, the first thing I would start always when preparing a package is I would check the Master Packager toolbox at the installed apps section and check what was actually installed. But in this case, we'll skip this part because I can already tell you that Eclipse doesn't even add an add remove entry, so there's nothing displayed when we try to package Eclipse. So, but if there would be an entry, it would look like this, for example, and you can open each one up, and it allows you to see more options. It allows you to see where it was installed, what is the uninstall registry key, what are the uninstall command lines. We also generate PSADT command lines for you to be able to copy just to the script, both in V3 and V4 format, so for the people that still have not migrated. As well, if there is an app library entry for that application, you can see it here and open it up, and it will show you how to package that application silently.
And for organizations that use SECM, they always struggle to get the icon. So there's option to easily export the icon. And another thing what we have seen is sometimes you get an exe that you install it, and you see that there is created a desktop shortcut, and maybe you need to configure it and so on. But turns out, actually, there is MSI behind it. So here you would see that there is actually created two add-remove entries. So one is exe that you see in the add-remove programs, but actually another entry is MSI that is set as a system component, and you wouldn't see it under add-remove programs if you looked into Windows view. So in that case, you could open that MSI and see installed source. So from where it's actually getting installed, because that's another packaging problem we see. We sometimes take the log files and see from where exe extracted that MSI file. So now you can easily take find that MSI, create an MST file, delete the shortcut directly in MST file, and you don't need to create some postscripts afterwards. So users will not see some maybe flickering that shortcut is created and then afterwards script is deleting it. So It would be how it should be, how it's designed to be configured.
Okay, so I have already opened Master Repackager, and we will be using it to repackage the installation of Eclipse, because we already know that Eclipse does not have a silent installer, it doesn't have silent install switches. So we're going to take a snapshot of the system. It will scan everything on the machine. It will check all the files, all the registries, and make a note of them. Afterwards, we will install the application, and then we will do another scan. I always recommend to do any repackaging on a completely clean virtual machine without any other applications installed. This will make your packages a lot easier to clean up if something was captured that should not be within your package.
Yeah, so with MSIs, you have to be careful not to leave some system components inside it, so you should be able to see that Eddies will show the cleanup process that actually, what is actually installed.
Actually, I need to switch. This was not the correct VM, sorry about that.
But yeah, you have to be careful not leaving something behind. And we know that this could be a problem, so we have this exclusion list that we constantly improving it, and you can improve it yourself if you have some specific like antivirus systems running and generating some files, so you don't see that noise files visible there.
Okay, let's wait a second until it captures.
Yeah. This should be done on completely clean machine, but as well, if you have an application that installs dependencies, you should understand what are the dependencies, how to install it, and then install these dependencies first, so you do not repackage and capture these dependencies by the main installer. And again, the Master Packager toolbox that shows all the dependencies, what the main installer actually installed, is a good tool to utilize in that sense. Has anyone repackaged some applications with any tools out there in the market? So a few hands. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, it's not usually this slow because this is a VM on Azure. And I tried to get the fastest one, but still it's not very fast. So we took the snapshot, let's install our installer. So
maybe someone already has packaged Eclipse? No one. Previously thought that it's impossible to package. Now we will prove that it is possible, any application.
Okay, so let's just choose the first one. And as you can see here, we have the first problem that it will get installed to the user profile. So, okay, I'm thinking as a packager, so I will just change it to program files, and that should be working fine. So we usually don't want to leave desktop shortcuts, so let's uncheck that, and let's install it. One tip I can give you is that when you are repackaging, do not launch the application after it has finished installing, because you will capture a lot of user data, and it will be more difficult for you to clean up, and you should usually try to avoid leaving per user data inside of your package, because you might capture some things that are specific to that user or specific to that machine, like the resolution, etc. So, and you might deploy your application, and the application might be opening on a different monitor or on a bigger size, etc. But you might not notice that as a packager. So always try to not include per user data.
The process we usually do is, even if we know that we need for that particular application to find where the license is stored or how to disable updates, we only focus on repackaging and getting that application installed. And when we have that in place, then we use a process monitor For example, to see when you change the settings in the application you want to configure, where the changes are made by the application on the system. Find that file that is usually in per user data, somewhere in update or HKCU registries. And yeah, Process Monitor is an excellent tool to do that. Then you take that file or registry and then put inside the MSI using master packager or master wrapper or through the PowerShell deploy toolkit functions.
Okay, so it finished installing, and now we are creating the second snapshot. So it will compare the differences between them and show what was changed. So we will have to wait a bit until it does that.
And again, this is a black box like exe. You don't know what is inside that. You don't know what will happen. And the easiest way how to understand it is with a tool like Repackager. It will tell you what the exe actually did, where the files were modified, where the registries were modified. It's basically like an insurance that what you are installing on your system is really doing the right things.
Okay, so now let's open the file section and check what was captured. So we can see that some files were added under program files. Probably difficult to see, and I cannot zoom this in. So some files under program files, and some files still are under the user profile. So Eclipse installer, we have a shortcut, but lots of data here. And only a few files under program files. So it did not actually really help by changing the installation directory. So we have no registries captured. That is fine. Since we don't have an add remove entry, we have to enter all of these details ourselves. So we would usually, by creating a package, write the application name, the version, the manufacturer.
But if it would be with already creating add remove entry, the tool would automatically pick it up. It would find the icon, use the icon, the name, version, everything would be automatic.
Yep. Let me just choose the icon. So, and you would just press build. That's it. That's how you repackage an application. But in this case, it would not help us. Why? Because first of all of that data inside of the user profile, as well as the files that we installed to program files, if we open them up, okay. So if we can open them up, I can hope you can see now. Yeah, should be fine. So the problem is here, that you have lots of places your username. And especially inside the program files, that is a big problem because the username will not be the same for different users. The same thing goes for all of those files inside the user profile. All of them will contain the username somewhere inside, and it's really difficult to get the Eclipse working if you try to repackage it. Even if you would try to rename all those usernames inside the files, it would not work correctly. So then what we recommend always for people to check when packaging an application, try to find if there is a different installer. Quite often you will see that an application can have a per user installer and a per system installer, or a regular user installer and a deployment one, so an MSI already. But in this case, Eclipse does not have an MSI, but they do have a zip file. And that zip file can be used to install it silently. But we have to have a method how to deploy it. We need an add remove entry. We need a shortcut, etc. So how do we create an MSI from the zip file? So I will let that continue building. So let me create a new package. Oops.
So here we're opening a master packager that can edit and create MSI files.
Just copy the name. I had it somewhere. Okay. So this is Master Packager, an MSI editor. When you open it up first, you will see the advanced editor that allows you to do everything with a nice user interface. If you go to the top left corner, you can also switch to the table editor, so that will allow you to see all the different changes that were made inside the MSI. So in this case, we just need to simply set the product name. We need to set the version, set the manufacturer. Okay, and let's set an icon.
And you can actually set the icon not just from PNG files, but you can actually find the icon in EXEs or some DLLs as well. It can read the DLLs where the icons are available, and you can choose the beautiful icon for that.
Okay, and so I have already extracted the zip to save time, so this is just the installation directory. But here, this time we have a lot more files, and if we open the Eclipse ini file, we can see that there's no more usernames inside here, and now it's safe to install a file like that. So how we would add those files? We would just take the folder, drag and drop it inside the program files, press build now, and that's it. As easy as that to add files.
It will automatically create all the features, all the components, understand how to create this according to Microsoft best practices. So you don't need to know anything of that. Again, you can go to the table view and see how we did that and learn from that. But yeah, you really don't need to do that.
And the next step will be to add a shortcut.
How many files are there?
I think quite a lot. It's not that big, but there are quite a big amount of files. Okay.
At the end, we will show you the way how you can fully automate this as well. But first, to automate custom packaging, first you need to understand how it works and what's going on. And again, you can automate it only if the new version is not doing something, not introducing some breaking changes as well. But that shouldn't happen too often. So you have a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have brought a Windows laptop.
You should increase the Azure virtual machines power.
Okay. This is taking longer than expected.
It works faster on my machine, yeah. How many of you actually are familiar with Master Packager? Have you used it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. That's great. So you will learn a lot then for those who hasn't seen this.
Okay, that is finally done. So we need to add a shortcut. So we go to the shortcut section. So let's say the name Eclipse. We set the target, so just choose the exe, and we will automatically pre-fill the target path, the location and the working directory, so you do not have to do it manually. Each time, if you want, you can change it, but by default, it will be there. Let's set up an icon, and we can press add. But when packaging Eclipse, I would recommend to do one more thing, is you have to disable automatic update pop-ups. So I have already prepared these two files that contain the required changes. So I will add them as well inside. And let's build it. Okay, that should be done. And as you can see, we received this pop-up because we used to forget this all the time, and we used to get questions from customers. Why did I add my files to 64-bit program files, but they are not installing to 64-bit program files? Or the same goes with registries. So we added this pop-up. It just reminds you to set the platform to 64-bit. Otherwise, your files will get installed to 32-bit program files.
You can do it manually under
the summary information.
Summary information, but we as well forgot about that, and
that's why it is there. And there are a lot of small things inside the master packager like this that will.
We actually get really few support tickets because over the years, as soon as we get 2-3 emails about one specific topic where people wondering how to do it, we figure out how to do it automatically in the software. So doing over the years, we basically fine-tune the software, so we do less. We can spend more time developing the software than answering support tickets.
Okay. So moving on, the next part is to wrap it. So we use master wrapper. So this is how the UI looks like. We can take our installer, drag and drop it, and it will read all the information from the installer, pre-fill it, get the icon. If you want to customize the deployment further, you can do it under here. So all of these are basically things that you can do inside of PSADT. So let's move on into the main actions. If you have multiple installers, you can add more installers here, either to install, uninstall, or repair. And let's move on to the pre-actions. So it will automatically read any MSI that was added, and it will populate the process to close list. So this is the pop-up that will show you to close the applications automatically. If you have a lot of shortcuts or a lot of installers, this saves you a lot of time. So if we move on to the post actions, you could add a restart prompt or a custom prompt. We can as well add upgrades for previous versions that can be done by just the name or the product code or an upgrade in exe. And if we go inside of the script editor here, we can see the changes that were done. We can as well make some further customizations if we want to. So we added our installer, we added the process to close. So this is like a VS Code based editor, and it will show IntelliSense as well. And the module is already loaded, so you do not have to load anything. The PSADT functions are loaded.
But one thing what we found out is that packagers try to create their own custom scripts for a specific thing, and maybe PowerShell Deploy Toolkit doesn't have function for it. So everyone is trying their own script, and we knew that this is a problem, so we created a script explorer here, where first of all you can create the script snippets your own, and save them on network share, so everyone from the team can actually access them and see. So you have some script that solves a specific problem, you write it down, you save it, and then you really easily apply it using the built-in IntelliSense, but as well share with all the other team members. And in just a few sessions, I usually see, especially managers, saying, hey, how can we standardize things? But turns out the main packager that did all the scripting themselves left the company, and now no one knows what is going on. So this really helps standardized, and as well helps a team. When one packager improves it, others can see it, and they don't need to spend time thinking themselves how that works.
Okay, we have saved the package with PSADT. And the next part would be getting into Intune. So let me open up the toolbox. We can see that there are not just the installed apps tools for Intune, we have also as well Intune Win file converter, so that allows you to just quickly convert it to Intune Win. And we have a Vim file converter that allows you to, for big packages, compress them into a Vim file that PSADT automatically supports, and it allows you to save space and installation time. So let's go to Intune. I have my tenant already added. We can just press add a package, and in this case you actually do not need to convert it to an Intune Win. A few updates ago we added the ability to just upload the package directly. You do not need to convert it. We will do it behind the scenes, so you save time and you do not have to do it. So it read all the information, the icon, etc. that we saved inside there, and we can just press upload to Intune.
And the important part is here that during the wrapping process in master wrapper, we took the icon, for example. PSADT really don't need the icon, right, to work for that specific application, but we took it and asked you specifically to load it if we couldn't find it. As well, we asked to add the description of application, as well notes. So maybe you want to add who requested the application, how you package it, what kind of license, anything that would be important for you when you package the next version, or IT admin that actually using it, or available properties available, something that packagers know during the packaging phase. And we gather this information so you have a source of truth. That folder structure you saw there, so now it contains all that information you need as a packager on anyone in the organization concerned about that package, as well to the deployment solution you are going to push that package to. So the description will show up in Intune company portal. The icon will show up there as well, and the notes will show it to Intune for as an internal admin notes. So you have all that. Otherwise, usually someone package it, and then there is someone else deploying it, and they are like wondering what is the icon for that specific application. There are multiple available, so where to get it. So all that is like combined in the specific processes we have learned over the time, and that will help you dramatically over a course of years.
So.
Yeah, and you upload this to the Intune, and then you can do whatever you need. And you can specify the command lines or the default command lines, and as well the
assignments.
Assignments, yeah. So if you have a specific group, you always want to deploy it, so you can do it already from the master packager toolbox. Yeah.
Okay, and we also wanted to show you how we can use Master Packager Dev to do the same thing that we did with Eclipse, but do it in an automated way or without having to use the UI. So Master Packager Dev, it's a solution for developers, basically meant, who have the source files but do not have an installer. So they want to build the installer from the first time. And so it's a command line tool. You have to write a JSON file to how the installer will look like. So in this case, for Eclipse, it just took us 33 lines of code. Everything is simple and understandable. You do not need to understand how the components work, how features work. You just say, I want my files here, I want a shortcut, and that's it.
Yeah, and the last part about MSI, that's only thing if the user interface, the wizard of the MSI, if someone would install with double click. So as an IT admin, you even don't need that. So. And now you can run it with, you will show it how you build it?
Yeah, I will show how we build it. We're running out of time a bit. Okay.
But you can skip this. So
you will not show it?
Sorry?
You will not show it? Okay.
I think you can skip it. So the easy way to how to build this is just a simple command line, mpdev, build and pass to this JSON file. All the documentation is available, and we help to create and answer all the questions if you are stuck with building it. But it's, yeah, it should be straightforward. Another thing when we come with, when we talk about ecosystem of packaging, tools is one, but then sometimes you have situations where tools cannot really help you. You don't know which tool to use, or you're basically stuck there. And we have, for the license customers, we have our own Discord community, where basically we answer all your packaging questions. It can be not tool related, it can be like, hey, I have a specific package, I don't know how to disable updates. Maybe someone else in the community has done it, or how should I find how to do it? And we basically help every single one of the persons asking questions. And as well, we have a courses over 5 days where we teach everything we know and you should know about doing application packaging. Again, so you do not spend time thinking and you know where to go. But then there is one more thing I mentioned. So one thing we have created is upload to the Intune. But if you have an if you are a third-party patching management solution customer, you may want to upload it directly to that solution. So you are one of the first to know this. We have working progress integration with PatchMyPC. So if you use that solution, now it's super easy to upload to PatchMyPC. And again, you take the same package as we show, we just package, and instead of going to Intune, you go to directly to PatchMyPC and upload there. And you can, again, using that, you can save time filling out in their portal all the details, figuring out what is the correct detail. We have all the details to automatically fill out that form and have you ready there. And if you have a newer version that is where you have already created the deployment, then only thing you need to do is create a new version, upload the new version, and everything will happen automatically because you already have a deployment set up on that solution. And the direction where we headed is that we specialized in custom application packaging, and we want help organizations to get these custom applications to their deployment systems. And nevertheless, if they are already using some patching solution that has already created these packages, the simplest ones already, we want to help them as well. So we are open to new integrations with others as well. And yeah, basically help make application management easier and more affordable. So you already showed this, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank you very much.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, we are super open. We are at our booth, and you have our emails, our website, go there. We are a small team, 5 people right now, and usually it's me or Eddie's that answer all the emails because we like to talk about application packaging. We want to understand what is your problems, and we see how we can help, and we adjust the tool for your needs. So don't be afraid, talk application packaging with us. Thank you.
Any questions? Or you can just come to our booth if you want to ask privately.
Yeah, we are out of time, so just ask us at the booth. Thanks.
Thank you.